By now, you probably already know the reason and importance of eating a meal before embarking on a hunt in Monster Hunter. It's a crucial preparation step that provides temporary enhancements, grants special abilities, and boosts our health, stamina, and other vital stats. In Wilds, the food system had a complete overhaul from previous entries. But the game unfortunately doesn't always show you what exactly these skills can do. So in this video, I will give you some clarity by going through all the food skills we can get from different meals and explain their function. But first, let's cover some basics. There are two main ways to enjoy a meal before or during your hunt in Monster Hunter Wilds. Villages across the wilds offer hearty, well-prepared meals with preset buffs and a mix of skills. Each village provides 3 food skills and 2 random skills, and they will also be available in the Grand Hub once you have unlocked this location in-game, providing a delivery service from their origin village to your hunting parties. Alternatively, we can also make our own meal through the grill in the tent or using the portable grill during a hunt. The grill requires a ration as the staple base for stats buff, and you can also choose to add an additional ingredient for a core buff skill and add finishing touches for a supplement skill. Each ingredient you add will also grant a random skill, netting you with 4 food skills in total. A full meal will last for 50 minutes. When holding down L1 on controller or the control button on keyboard, a timer and a roast meat icon will show up on top left of the screen. This indicates the time remaining on the food buff. The timer will pause in the base camp or in the hub. It only starts to go down when we go out into the wilds. Additionally, different from previous entries, a food buff won't reset after each quest, so we will have access to the food skills for a full 50 minutes. However, there are mechanics in the game that could potentially make us become hungry or reduce our maximum stamina. When that happens, simply consuming a well-done steak will bring both of our max health and the stamina back to 150. Now with that out of the way, let's go through all the food skills and what they actually do. Each of the additional ingredients have a normal version and a rare version. Using the normal version will grant the weaker version of the food skill, while using the rare ingredient grants the stronger version. Kunafa cheese will grant Defender Meal, which gives 12.5% chance of reducing damage by 30%. Its upgraded version requires Sharp Kunafa cheese, raising the chance of triggering to 25%. Drool Shroom will grant Black Belt Meal, which decreases stamina cost of dodging by 20%. Its upgraded version requires Deli Shroom, reducing the stamina cost by 30%. It's worth noting that this skill will stack with Constitution, but it won't go over 50% stamina reduction. Mud Shrimp will grant Tumbler Meal, which is equivalent to a level 2 evade window. Its upgraded version requires Turbid Shrimp, giving a level 3 evade window. This skill again stacks with the evade window we already have on our armor or decorations, and it won't go beyond level 5. Fluffy Egg will grant Caprice Meal. This food skill triggers every 3 to 5 minutes, boosting attack by 7 points for 10 seconds. Its upgraded version requires Airy Egg, boosting attack by 15 for 10 seconds with the same triggering condition. Finally, Seal Garlic will grant Moxie Meal. It simply does what it says, prevents fainting one time when damage taken exceeds your remaining health. Its upgraded version requires Specialty Seal Garlic. In addition to preventing fainting, it also heals you at the same time. It's worth noting that the triggering condition also requires you to be above a certain health threshold when taking the damage. This threshold is indicated by this small yellow arrow on the health bar. All of these primary ingredients can be acquired via special item trading with villagers, and these special items can be gathered from the gathering nodes that have a question mark on them. Each map will yield different special items, and the map will sometimes show an upsurge of certain items. During an upsurge, you can acquire rare items for upgraded ingredients, but I recommend not to stress too much on the rare items. The normal base food skills are often good enough. Finishing touches, on the other hand, uses ingredients slightly more difficult to get, but can grant a few interesting and useful bonus skills. Wild Herb will grant Immunizer Meal, which gives level 1 of all status resistance skills. Wild Herb can be acquired by gathering from herb-type nodes when they are sparkling, such as herb, flow fern, or snow herbs. Eastern Honey will grant Medic Meal, which gives level 1 of Recovery Up skill. This skill again stacks with the Recovery Up we already have on our armor or decorations, and it won't go beyond level 3. Eastern Honey can be acquired by gathering from honey nodes when they are sparkling. Additionally, Vigor Wasp and the Giant Vigor Wasp also drop Eastern Honey when popped. You can quickly capture the wasp after popping the sack to get additional Eastern Honey. Monster Chili will grant Sizzling Meal, which negates the effects of hot or cold climates, and increases defense by 5 while in such areas. So no need to bring hot drinks or cool drinks when you have this food skill on. Monster Chili can be obtained by harvesting sand peppers in Windward Plains. Jeweled Mullet Roe will grant Swimmer Meal, which can increase attack by 3 when wet. You can easily get wet by walking into any body of water in the game, and that even includes the oil silt in the oil well basin. Gravid Bowfins will provide Jeweled Mullet Roe when fished or captured using a capture net. Additionally, you can also get this as a reward from arena quests in the Grand Hub. Wild Seed Oil will grant Specialist Meal, which increases the potency of status attacks by 30. We have covered status in a different video, so you will know when you need this skill. Wild Seed Oil can be acquired by gathering from nut-type nodes when they are sparkling, such as nullberries, adamant seeds, or mite seeds. And finally, Truffle Dukonga will grant Gatherer Meal, which gives a 20% chance of getting 1 extra resource from Bone Pile, Mining Outcrop, and other gatherable items. Truffle Dukonga can be obtained by farming Kongalala. When he starts to dig up a black-colored mushroom, use a flash pot to interrupt. He will then drop this rare mushroom for us. Before we get into all the random skills and how they work, here is some basic information about the village meals from each village. All village meals will include the food skill Insurance Meal. This skill basically gives 1 additional feint to each quest, but it will only trigger once per quest, even if everyone on the quest has this skill. So this +1 feint is shared in multiplayer. Each village meal will also offer one of the rare ingredient food skills. Kunafa Village Meal gives an upgraded Defender Meal and Lucky Meal. Lucky Meal will grant 2 extra target rewards per monster at the end of a hunt. Azuz Village Meal gives an upgraded Tumbler Meal and Carver Meal. Carver Meal gives 1 to 3 extra carves on the monster and tails, depending on the monster. Sail Village Meal gives an upgraded Moxie Meal and Capture Pro Meal. Capture Pro Meal will grant 2 extra target rewards per monster at the end of a hunt if you capture them. Suja Village Meal gives an upgraded Caprice Meal and Exploiter Meal. Exploiter Meal has around 40% chance of granting extra materials when destroying monster wounds. Any village meal will also give 2 additional random skills, and here is what they do. Fisher Meal grants higher chance for fish to bite. Fortune Hunter Meal grants plus 50% Zenny in quest reward. Hardy Meal prevents environmental damage, such as when walking into lava. Balanced Meal gives the equivalent of level 2 flinch free. Break Time Meal grants an additional 15 raw attack for 30 seconds after using the sit gesture for 3 seconds. Bulldozer Meal grants approximately 5% additional attack for 3 seconds when your attack is deflected from hitting hard monster parts. The exact amount depends on weapons. Iron Carver Meal prevents knockback while carving. Piping Hot Meal gives additional 33.3% attack when health is below 5%, but this will not stack with heroics. Rider Meal will make it easier to mount a large monster. Riser meal gives longer invulnerability window when getting up. Escape Artist meal will halve stamina depletion when sprinting away from large monsters. Top Cat meal will boost our Palico's attack and defense. And finally, Trainer meal increases Palico's experience gain by 50% during hunts. There are a few ways you can get a meal voucher for these village meals from the hub. The first is via daily login bonus. The second is from bowling in the Grand Hub. The third is to get them from the Arena quest as quest rewards. Once a meal voucher is used in the hub, everyone on the quest will be able to pick a meal for free, so it's something well worth farming for. And with that concludes my detailed guide on all food skills and what exactly these skills can do. I hope you'll find it useful. If you did learn a thing or two, please leave a like and subscribe for more Monster Hunter content. Thanks for watching and see you next time.